What's going on, guys? It's Hector here with Vapin Lizards and Landmark Wholesales, and today we have another tank review, which I already have recorded before, but uploading it to YouTube for some reason it disappeared. It wasn't in my documents, so I don't know what happened, and I apologize for having that a little too late, but I'm doing it again. And today we have here the uWell Rafale, not the Rafale, Rafale. So as always, we're gonna go down close, check the packaging out, see what it brings, check the tank itself and some of the features of it, and then we'll come back up top, vape it, talk about it, pros and cons, and wrap the sucker up. So right now, let's go down close and check the device out. Alright, this is the packaging it comes in. Nice little solid little barrel looking packaging. It's like aluminum. uWell on the top right there. You open it up and you get little code right there, authenticity code, or you get some little cards or some sort. I think this might be a sticker, I believe. In the back it says a little. You can pause the video to read that if you wish. Moving on from that, we have where the tank comes in, which is not in there, but let's go into this portion. Get a card. You can pause the video to read it. Then you get a little instruction manual. You can I'm gonna try to position it so you guys can pause the video and read it if you wish. Pretty informative, actually, to be honest. If people take their time and look at all these manuals, you can learn a lot about the device that you wouldn't typically know about. I like to learn and know new things, so it works for me. Then besides that, we got right here the packaging it comes in. Really nice and pristine packaging to protect it. It's like some sort of, not bubble wrap, but it kind of feels like it bounces around, if you can see. Kind of bounces. And in there, you're going to get, your tank is going to be in there. You're going to have this little packaging with extra goodies, because we vapors love extra free stuff. And it's right there, all those O-rings. Then as well, you're going to get another coil head, besides the one that comes in installed. And an extra glass for your tank in case you break it. That was really nice and thoughtful of them for adding an extra glass tank in there. But now let's move into the actual tank and talk about those specs and a little further in. Okay, so right now I'm looking straight out of our website, landmarkwholesales.com. I'm looking straight out of that for specs. And this tank is a 23mm device in diameter. Superior stainless steel construction. The tank itself holds 5 mils of liquid. Premium quartz glass reinforcement. Stainless steel. Stylish whiteboard drip tip, which is right there. Now I don't know how stylish, but that's what it says. Patent convenient top fill method with twist mechanism, which is right here. If you pay close attention to that hole right there, just keep an eye on it. I'm gonna try to be as much of the way as I can, so you can see. Here we go. You can see it opening up. It keeps going further down, and it goes down, 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 and that's fully open right there. You can tell right there that it's fully open right there. And to close it up, you can see it coming up. But down to the further down again. That's that portion. Top fill, anti-spit back, which is in the shaft section as a little anti-spit back, which is, I mean, I haven't had any spit back yet. I don't know if because that's working, but it has an anti-spit back thing right there. What you see right there in the shaft, the little thing coming across where your vapor comes in, that's supposed to be the mechanism, the patent anti-spit back system. Obviously, this tank is 2 holes in each side for airflow, obviously adjustable. I got a nickel head right now on my nickel coil head. But this device actually in the packaging comes in with a 0.2 and a 0.5 regular dual parallel coils in there, and all of them besides the nickel, they're SUS 316 stainless steel. So that's another little pointer I have to mention. It has a RBA section, a base, but it's not included in the packaging. Unfortunately, I would love to play with it and build on it, but it doesn't bring it in the packaging. And you have obviously your 510 right there. Definitely not for a hybrid. Do not put this on a hybrid, please. Obviously your 510 threads right there as well. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at that. It's just some info. And obviously the sleeve, you put it on like so. uWell engrave right there. Just an overall good looking tank. Nothing fancy about it. It's just a good looking, well manufactured tank. I forgot to mention that I got this sitting on the IPVD3, but that was enough of the close-ups. Let's go up top and vape this and talk about it a little further. So that was the close-up, guys. You know, it's a little bit different than the uWell Crown, because that's the one that came before. It's a little different, has its own unique things, but let's stop talking about this. Let's vape this. Right now, what I have sitting in here is Cali Sunrise by Stimulus e-liquids, which you can pick it up in both of our websites, and I'll have the review for this line down in the description below. But now let's vape this. Right now I got this sitting at in temp control. I got a nickel coil, 45 joules, 475 degrees. Very good vapor. I got nice flavor. I'm gonna flavor this. So that's the amount of airflow I have open. Even though that is that tiny, and you guys be surprised how tiny it is. I mean, that's pretty much fully closed. I get plentiful amount of airflow. I even feel like I have too much airflow just because the size of the coil head is so big, and the tip itself, it's pretty wide, so that pretty much makes up for the airflow. Let's go back out and just bump it up a little higher and see how it performs with a little bit more temperature and joules. So now I got it at 45.5 joules and 490 degrees. Let's try it out. Still get nice amount of vapor, still get really nice flavor. The only, one issue that I have to bring up in the cons is that it takes a little bit to ramp up, but we'll leave that for the pros and cons. In general, it produces a good amount of vapor. You get good flavoring with it. And overall, it's a decent vape, not something out of the ordinary like I'm gonna die and go off my way to get because of it, but enough that it's worth it, kind of worth it doing it. Now for the pros and cons. For the cons for this device, like I said, the coil heads tend to take a little long to heat up and pull out of power. Maybe because the coil heads are so big, the diameter is so big that it just takes that long to heat up. But I don't enjoy it too much. With the regular coil heads that it brought, with the regular Kanthal, whatever wire they use, nichrome or Kanthal, it was a little bit better-ish, but still not enough to be noticed. Like, holy crap, like the other ones, the nickel ones, take a lot longer. No, it's not that much. It's just a slight difference in how it ramps up. With the nickel heads though, I enjoy the vapor experience, the vaping experience with the nickel more than what I do with the Kanthal. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm used to using all nickel and titanium, but I like the vaping experience more with the nickel than with the cantha. So it's kind of like depending what you like, but regardless of that, you know, the point is that it takes a little too long to ramp up. Another con that I found is that they don't give you extra silicone sleeves for the tip. So if you're to lose it, then you're stuck with that old metal tip. But in the pros, I'll tell you a little something I did that will help you out in case you lose one. Another con is the coil heads. That's why it's taking so. It's kind of going back off of the coil, the ramping up being so long, taking so long. Is that the coil heads are huge. I mean, the coil is big. You see it in the close-ups. The diameter of the coil is big, 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 big. So that's what's taking so long. And then the airflow doesn't have the airflow is super massive as well. Even I have it. You've seen how closed up I have it, and it's still too much airflow. And the last one that I can see is the top fill. From the crown to this one, honestly, uWell, they downgraded. The one in the uWell, the top fill, it's amazing. It was fantastic. I mean, I love the top fill on the uWell, but on this one, they made the holes too small. I mean, the concept of it sliding down and pushing up, like I said, showed in the close-up, is fantastic. It's cool. It's awesome. But you had to make those holes bigger because unless you have a unicorn bottle, you're gonna like make a little mess all the time, and I don't like making a mess, especially somebody that's like, I don't know, if you're driving, waiting on a light and refilling your tank real quick, or I don't know, whatever the case may be, you're gonna make a mess, and unless you have a unicorn bottle, that's the only thing. But that was it for pros and cons. Let's move on to the that was it for the cons. Let's go to the pros. Really nice build quality. I mean, the device is really nicely built, nice and solid and strong. The airflow adjustment is really nice. You know, you got the nice clickiness, so it's nice. It serves its purpose for what it does. And like the uWell crown, it has a little clickiness on it, which I do like because it stays in place. Unless you want to go like I did and make it smaller, then it won't be clicked in, so you can spin it out till it clicks again. So it clicks, so it's nice. I mean, them using the organic Japanese cotton, that's great too. I love it. That's all I use, organic Japanese cotton. So that's great that they use that in their coil heads, not something else weird in their coil heads. And the amount of liquid it holds, that is 5 milliliters. That is a lot of liquid. That is fantastic. Even though you vape through it pretty quick if you're like me, but still 5. That is a big a pro. And then also the fact that they package it so nice. They have the little big bubble wrap tube, I guess, on it with an extra coil head and extra glass tank. Glass tanks are a big thing. There's always people coming to our shops asking for replacement glass tanks for tanks that don't bring it, and having an extra one is a big a pro. But you know, enough of this. That was it for the pros and cons, guys. Now, before I rate this device, I want to show you what you can do if you were to lose your silicone sleeve. And this coil doesn't have it, I forgot, but I think I have one. I have one sitting over there in the other desk, so I'll be right back in 1 second. So this that I got right here, this is the thing that comes over the coils, a little silicone. And why is it not focusing? There you go. It's the silicone sleeve that it brings over the coils. If you were to lose your silicone sleeve, you can go ahead and grab like a knife or some IP scissors or anything like that, something that's nice, thin and sharp. Carve it around, and you'll be able to slap it right there. It's not the same, but it'll do the job for the time being, so you can figure out how to buy. I mean, I don't know if they sell one on their sites. We don't sell them, so I don't know if somebody else sells extras, but you can do that. And for the time being, carve a little hole on it, and boom, you got a little homemade silicone sleeve from the little sleeve that the coils bring. So that's something I wanted to point out, so you guys knew that it helped me last time because I lost mine. Overall, guys, it's a decent tank. I honestly don't think the tank is better than the crown. I think the crown is still better than this tank, even though it's older. But one thing I always think about is like a company that sends you like this extra tank, glass tank, extra coils. a nice amount of O-rings and stuff like that. Companies that send you in your package, that sell, send the customer, whether it be a wholesaler, distributor, retailer, somebody like me, a regular consumer. Like if they sell the devices or product brings a lot of extra stuff, that means they care. So just because of that, that is good on them. They have it nice and protected with that weird tube bubble wrap thing, bring you a whole bunch of extra stuff. So they clearly care about the customer. They just need to for the future work on their tanks a little better, because this one kind of a little bit downgraded from how the Crown was. So that's why I gotta get this device like a 7.5 or a 7, just because the Crown, even though it's older, it's a lot better. This one, the airflow, the top fill's not the greatest. You can't take the tip out, all that stuff, all these little things add up, and it doesn't make it too convenient for me, even though it's an extra goods, which is fantastic, and everybody appreciates that. But still, you got little things on the tank, especially if you used the Crown before and you use this one, you're gonna not hate, but you're not gonna like this one as much, and that's pretty much guaranteed. The Kanthal, I enjoy better the nickel heads more than the Kanthal, like I said earlier. So that's something you have to play around and see what you like the best. I enjoy the nickel better than the Kanthals. So that's that, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how I did. Let me know what I missed, or whatever the case may be. If I helped you with getting this device to know a little better, just whatever it is, just drop it in the comments. As always, links are right there for retail and wholesale on the bottom. In the description, hyperlinks are there, social media is there, everything is there. So check those out, guys. Retail or wholesalers, check them out. I want to thank Vapin Lizards and Landmark Wholesale for having me here and doing this review. And until next time, vape safe.